Let's talk about one of the most powerful meals you can eat to help reduce plaque buildup in your arteries and support the long-term health of your heart.
While much has been said about what to avoid, today the focus is on what to eat. Foods that can actively protect, repair, and strengthen your cardiovascular system.
But before we get to the plate, we need to understand what's really happening inside the body. The hidden process behind arterial plaque and heart disease. Plaque is not a single substance. It's a complex blend of calcium, protein, and cholesterol forming on the inner walls of the arteries. In many cases, the calcium in this plaque comes from something unexpected: biofilms. Biofilms are colonies of microbes that build tiny calcium shells around themselves, almost like microscopic igloos, allowing them to hide and survive beneath the immune system's radar. When calcium-rich plaque forms in the arteries, these microbial communities often exist underneath it. Biofilms tend to accumulate on rough or damaged artery walls. If the inner surface of an artery remains smooth and elastic, plaque buildup is far less likely. But when that surface becomes irritated or inflamed, it creates the perfect landing zone for these particles to stick. That damage usually begins with oxidation and inflammation. The main culprits are familiar: excess sugar and refined carbohydrates, processed oils high in omega-6 fats, alcohol and junk foods, and in many cases, insulin resistance or early-stage diabetes. When these factors persist, they trigger the production of small, dense LDL particles, the type most strongly linked to arterial plaque. LDL is not the villain itself. It's a transport protein carrying cholesterol through the bloodstream. Think of it as a delivery vehicle bringing cholesterol to repair damaged areas of the arterial wall. But when there's constant damage, the repair material piles up, mixing calcium, cholesterol, and fibrous proteins into a kind of biological cement. Over time, this turns into hardened plaque, and blood flow becomes restricted. Preventing or even slowing this process depends heavily on certain nutrients, especially vitamin K2, vitamin C, and vitamin E. Vitamin K2 is the traffic controller of calcium. It directs calcium into the bones and teeth, keeping it out of soft tissues like arteries and joints. Without enough K2, calcium drifts to the wrong places, contributing to stiffness, calcification, and arterial hardening. Vitamin C plays a completely different but equally vital role. It supports the structure of blood vessels and helps maintain the integrity of the gums, an important connection, since bacteria from the mouth can enter the bloodstream through tiny openings in the gums. This phenomenon, known as bacterial translocation, allows microbes to travel through the blood and attach to arterial walls, the very beginning of plaque formation. High vitamin C intake helps prevent this by strengthening both blood vessels and connective tissues. Vitamin E, a potent antioxidant, helps protect the delicate inner lining of the arteries, known as the endothelium. It prevents oxidation, reduces inflammation, and improves oxygen flow to the heart muscle itself. Without enough vitamin E, arterial tissue becomes more vulnerable to micro damage, opening the door to plaque formation. To protect the heart, it's equally important to reduce omega-6 fatty acids and increase omega-3 intake. This balance helps calm inflammation throughout the body, including in blood vessels, constructing the ideal heart-healing meal. Now, let's bring all of this science onto the plate. The goal is to design a single meal rich in the nutrients that help prevent, and in some cases, even reverse, arterial damage. The foundation of this meal is omega-3 fatty acids, found abundantly in wild-caught salmon. Salmon provides the essential EPA and DHA fats that help keep arteries flexible and improve circulation. Regular intake of omega-3s can lower inflammation, reduce clot formation, and even help regulate blood pressure. The next key food in this heart-protective meal is sauerkraut, fermented cabbage rich in lactic acid bacteria. These microbes do far more than aid digestion. They form a protective community in the gut, improving the balance of intestinal bacteria and supporting the heart through the gut-heart axis, a direct link between digestive health and cardiovascular function. Lactic acid bacteria are unique. They act as natural ACE inhibitors, helping to lower blood pressure. They also break down biofilms, preventing bacterial colonies from clinging to arterial walls. Studies show they can even help regulate LDL cholesterol. Sauerkraut contains around 7 times the recommended daily intake of vitamin C, making it one of the richest natural sources available. It's also packed with vitamin K2, produced naturally by the fermentation process, the same nutrient responsible for guiding calcium away from the arteries and back into the bones. Together, these properties make sauerkraut a genuine superfood for cardiovascular health. It supports gut integrity, prevents microbial leakage into the bloodstream, reduces inflammation, and helps maintain smooth, flexible arteries. The final component of this heart-protective meal is a large arugula salad. Unlike ordinary lettuce, arugula is part of the cruciferous family, the same group that includes kale, broccoli, and cabbage. This gives it a powerful advantage. It supports liver detoxification, helps balance blood sugar, and promotes a clean, steady flow of energy. Arugula carries a natural bitterness that stimulates digestion and bile release, helping the body metabolize fats more efficiently. It's also rich in a compound called DIM, diindolylmethane, a plant chemical known to reduce biofilm formation and support hormonal balance. And there's more. Arugula contains abundant potassium, a mineral essential for soft, elastic arteries, and normal blood pressure. Olive oil, the liquid gold for the arteries. Drizzling the salad with extra virgin olive oil transforms it into a true heart-healing dish. This oil, rich in polyphenols, acts as a natural anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agent. Regular consumption helps reduce oxidative stress in blood vessels and improves the flexibility of the arterial walls. Research consistently shows that populations with olive oil-based diets, such as those in Mediterranean regions, have significantly lower rates of heart disease and hypertension. To gain the full benefits, it's crucial to use pure, cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil, not refined or blended types. Next comes apple cider vinegar, though balsamic or red wine vinegar can also be used. The active compound in vinegar, acetic acid, plays several valuable roles. It helps stabilize blood sugar after meals. It supports the metabolism of fats and cholesterol. It promotes bile flow, aiding the absorption of fat-soluble nutrients. And it provides a mild anti-inflammatory effect within the bloodstream. Adding vinegar doesn't just improve flavor. It helps regulate the very mechanisms linked to cardiovascular disease. To enhance this meal even further, sprinkle a handful of sunflower seeds over the salad. These tiny seeds are among the richest natural sources of vitamin E. Vitamin E supports smooth blood flow, prevents clotting, and maintains the integrity of heart muscle cells. Together with olive oil and the omega-3 fats from salmon, it forms a powerful triad that keeps blood vessels flexible and clear. Another optional, yet remarkable addition to this meal is a small portion of aged hard cheese, particularly the kind known as Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy. This cheese is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin K2, especially when it has been aged for 1 to 3 years. The microbes used in its fermentation create K2 as a natural byproduct, making it a dense and bioavailable source. Adding a few shavings of authentic aged cheese to your salad not only enhances flavor, but delivers a direct boost to calcium metabolism and arterial protection. Garlic, the ancient protector of the heart. Finally, there's garlic, one of nature's most potent cardiovascular allies. Whether fresh, powdered, or fermented, garlic helps thin the blood, lower pressure, and reduce the risk of clot formation. Its natural sulfur compounds have antimicrobial and antibiofilm properties, preventing harmful bacteria from taking hold inside the bloodstream. Garlic also promotes the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving circulation and reducing strain on the heart. A strong cardiovascular system begins not just with what you eat, but with the microbial balance your body maintains daily. If you're looking to protect your heart naturally, start with what's on your plate. Choose foods that lower inflammation, strengthen vessel walls, and feed the right microbes. When the gut, the mouth, and the arteries are in harmony, the entire system begins to repair itself. Please subscribe if you liked this video.